We are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory. As you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories. I hear a noise coming from the apartment next door. The thing is, no one lives there anymore. I thought my neighbors moved out a few months ago. And no one has moved in, as far as I know. So, I let my mind wander. What could be going on in there? With all the bumping and scratching, it's kind of got me scared. I started to watch TV and turn up the sound to take my thoughts off of it. But the bumping and thumping just won't stop. It seems to persist. I'm starting to get the urge to know what is going on. And maybe I need to check it out, make sure nothing is wrong. So, I built up the courage to walk over and knock on the door. When I made it there, the door was wide open, and I could see a corpse! I screamed and turned to run away, trying to flee and make my great escape. But when I turned towards the door, it was locked and closed. Then I started to hear behind me some noises. It sounds like popping and bones cracking. I could hear crawling and fingernails scratching. I could hear a voice straining to speak, coming out more like a very high squeak. I was so scared I peed my pants. Next thing I knew, something was in my hand. It was big clumps of hair. I threw it down on the floor with a feeling of despair. The corpse started to walk towards me, dragging its broken ankle and twisted knees. I was trapped in a corner with no way out. I couldn't find a way around it. There was just no route. It reaches up to me and puts its bloody hands on my face. I got a flash in my head of the past. I was transported to another time and place. I was back when the apartment was lived in. The corpse was showing me where it all began. I could see a husband and wife living in this home. Happily, together, cozy where they belonged. But over time, things changed. They started to grow apart. They started to have a change of heart. Hatred seeping in. This was the beginning of the end. They argued with each other every single day. To much of their dismay. Until one day, they had the biggest fight of all. The husband slapped his wife and knocked her to the floor. They started to brawl. The husband grabbed his wife by her hair and pulled her into the bedroom. At this time, the wife knew she was doomed. The man throws her on the bed and puts his hands around her neck, squeezing her neck tightly till he strangles her to death. He saw what he did to his wife in anger, and he started to regret. So he wrapped her up in plastic and placed her in a crawl space so he would forget. After that, I woke up and I came to. I was still in their apartment, in their bedroom. I was alone with no one around. Not a body to be found. I left and called the police. They came and found her body, and like in the vision, she was wrapped up in plastic and deceased. They tracked her husband down and arrested him. They took him to jail, and now he will pay for his sins. I don't hear any more movement from the apartment next door. I hope she can rest in peace, and her torment is no more.